Welcome everyone to my first Minecraft video. This is Shwartznwalder, and I'm here with a good friend of mine, Melmo Loves You. Melmo for short. Everyone calls her Melmo. Hi Melmo. I can't wait.
Hello.
So, to start off, disclaimer, I am terrible at making Minecraft anything. Alright. Finally, almost got this done. Just need a little bit of decoration. Alright, put that... There we go. Really brings the whole place together. Hey Melmo, you almost done with whatever you were working on?
Yeah, I'm just putting this last little blade of grass right...
I'm awful at it, terrible at it. However, I definitely appreciate really awesome builds. Me and Melmo, we've played games, we met on Defiance, right? Way back when?
Yes.
So, I like to come and see what she has going on because she makes a lot of really cool stuff. And this is a map that, it's for Hunger Games, and, you know, survival type of thing, survival of the fittest, and we're kind of at the spawn point here, but I kind of just want to show you guys the map, because this map is awesome. Like, there was so much time, effort, and detail put into this map. So let's go ahead and get right down to it. So, we got a nice overview of the map here. As you can see, there's a lot of really nice stuff put into it, including the background here, which I kind of slightly helped a little bit. Actually, no, I pretty much built the whole thing. No, I didn't do anything. Well, I did a little bit. But Melmo, this was really her creation, which is what's so awesome about it. So, first of all, we'll kind of start with the sides, or really the edges of the map. As you can see, rather than just putting a wall of, you know, nothingness, she put in ridiculous amounts of time to create this really awesome, like, picket fence with the clouds and the mountains, and you even have over here this nice gate and all that good stuff. One of the things that really makes this map really awesome, because as you've probably noticed at this point, it's basically it's a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids type of thing. You're very tiny, running through, you know, what I'm assuming is a backyard full of plants and various. You get your bees and giant carnivorous ants. Well, they're probably not carnivorous, but whatever. So we're gonna go ahead and get down into some of the really cool parts of the map, and we'll start out with the giant checkerboard over here, which is the picnic area. As you can see, you got your fruit and your ants and your sandwiches and your hot dog. I think this is the hot dog anyway.
Yep. With
a nice black line through it. Sorry, I'm not too familiar with Minecraft. Ketchup. I'm not as familiar with Minecraft as Melmo is, so you'll have to excuse some of my terminology here, but as you can see, with this being designed as a Hunger Games map, there's all kinds of goodies hidden all over the place, if you can figure out how to get to them. Obviously, we're in creative mode, so we're running around all over the place, but as you can see, the scaling is really awesome. I know, me personally, that's one problem I always have when I try to build stuff in Minecraft, and I do it from time to time, I'm just awful at it, is scaling. Everything is so consistent with one another, and what I mean by that is, if I were to go and try to build, like, say, these ants, one would be really small, the next one would be really big, the next one would be missing 2 legs, that type of thing. But, you know, Melmo, being the smart, intelligent person that she is, actually made everything correct. Especially, you know, you got the butterflies over here, you got really all of the plants. You know, everything, again, and I know I've said it like 3 times at this point, but everything is in scale with each other, which is crazy. You also got this sweet happening boombox over here, which I actually played around on this map and I got lost in the boombox. So there's that. Alright, so let's move to the next area. So we have like the start area over here. What is that called, Melmo? Is it cornucopia?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic. So
the bank of chests in the center is called the cornucopia.
Awesome. So yeah, you got the cornucopia with all of your little starting spots here. And obviously there's a lot of different directions for you to go, and that's where we were at the very beginning. Let's go ahead and get a nice ground view here. So this is where you start. As you can see from the ground, everything just looks massive. You know, there's a lot of places to go, but at the same time, it's not so massive that people can't find one another, which is really a really good part. I mean, there were so many things that went into the design of this map that a lot of times can be very easily forgotten. Again, such as the scaling, and then the fact that the map size, the entire map wasn't used. You know, a certain chunk of it was used so people could still find one another, but still have plenty of stuff to explore. We'll go ahead and move on over to, I guess, do you have a name for this over here? Is this like a sunflower?
The daisy?
The daisy. The one with the giant butterfly that I tried to do super parkour up, but couldn't because I'm sad.
Right. Yes.
So
that's the daisy.
Yes, the daisy. And this is another one of those instances where, if you can manage to pull it off, you got some sweet, sweet loot waiting at the top to help you out in, you know, murdering everyone else. I'm not going to show you how to start it. It took me like 10 minutes just to figure out how to start the thing, and I've yet to make it to the top. But if you can get up here, that is, you got a lot of really nice cool stuff. And then at the same time, you got this super awesome, like, Mothra type of, well, it's a butterfly, so forget the whole Mothra thing. But my point still stands. You got this nice colorful thing up here, which, again, if you can make it all the way up here, you get some nice loot, which is always awesome. So you have this little thing over here. Now, I don't actually know, Melmo, what do you call this over here? I've just been referencing in my mind as the grotto. Is there a specific name for this over here?
Where? See.
It is from the flower we were just looking at. It's like in the corner of the map. It's like a half-turned log that's like behind you.
Oh, yeah, the rotted hollowed-out log with the snake.
Snake? I missed...
Right there.
Oh! I didn't even realize. I never, like, paid attention to this because every time I've seen it, it's been so dark. So, I've seen this map before, but when I was looking at it, it was raining and it was nighttime, and it made it very difficult to see things. But, yeah, you got a nice snake den in here, and I'm pretty sure there's something hidden in here, but I cannot figure out how to get to it. And I'm not going to go tearing up through the map to find it. I'll leave that up to you guys when you play it. That's right. I know there's something in there.
Give everything away.
Well, I'm not giving too much away. You got a nice caterpillar over here that has nice googly eyes. And then we have the bunny stump, as I like to refer to it. You have the giant king bunny that oversees the competition from the safety of his throne, which you can go in there and totally screw with him if you want to. So we're going to kind of go in from the bottom here. I'm not going to go in too much detail because, again, I don't want to give away too much because this map is actually... is it for download right now, or are they in the process of getting it to download?
Very soon, within the next couple of days. If they can visit, the easiest way is to go to search for Melmo Loves You on YouTube, and it'll be in the comments on the Castle Crashers.
Okay.
Crafters.
So it's a matter of once enough people see
channel.
it on the Castle Crashers channel that they'll actually be available for download.
Exactly.
Cool. Okay, I probably should have mentioned that at the beginning, so that was my mistake. Melmo is actually joined forces with Castle Crashers. That's accurate statement, right?
Yes, I'm a member of Castle Crafters.
Did I say I said Crashers by mistake? Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
The game. I really like the game Castle Crashers, so that was my mistake. Castle Crafters, guys. They actually have a video out of this. I'm going to put a link in my description because this map definitely needs to be out for download. So if you if you want to be able to start downloading this map to play it with your friends, make sure to go ahead and check out the video. I'll leave a link in my description so you can head on over there, leave a like, view the video. Once they hit enough people, they will actually put it out for download. And a map like this definitely needs to be put out there for download. But we'll go ahead and continue with the tour. Gonna do a little cut right here because we don't want you to have to deal with the nighttime and rain. We want you to see everything. So see you in just a second. Welcome back, everyone. Nice little cut there. We're moving right along. So we have I have my names for all this stuff in my mind already, but I've been referring to this as the pond. As you can see, it's a nice little water area. You got your little fancy fish here showing off for everyone, just doing his little acrobatic maneuvers. You got a specific name for this one, Melmo?
The pond would be correct.
No real name, just the pond works.
No real name. Yep, the pond.
Works for me. Fantastic. So, no telling what kind of secrets this hold. I actually have not had a whole lot of time to explore in there. When I was playing on the Hunger Games map, I was running around trying to stab people in the back, and I ended up dying. So, you'll get to see all that later. But for now, we're looking at the map. So, moving right along, obviously you get all the nice flowers and whatnot. Did not take the easy route, this one. She actually went through and made a whole bunch of really unique stuff that doesn't even, as far as I know, it's not even necessary for the map, just for decoration, which is awesome. So, technically we're over the anthill, but I'll save that for in just a little bit. We'll continue with the outside. You got a lot of really nice decorative type of, I guess, foliage over here. You got the dandelions, the giant bee that, is totally about to own those flowers. And we got this nice, and I don't know the correct term, I guess a gate, which is really awesome. Another one of those things that's just like...
With the trellis arch.
Yeah, I mean, how long did it take you to do this wall alone?
Oh, hours and hours and hours. I never wanted to see another piece of light blue wool again. Swear, but it was worth it in the long run. I would do it again. The whole map alone was created in about a week and a half. So,
and that wasn't just like a get on every once in a while. That was like a lot of time spent every day working on this map, by the way.
Absolutely.
And I know you had some people come in from time to time. I know I barely helped with the wall, and by barely I mean like I laid like maybe 10 rows of the light blues for one side. But I know you had a couple, or was it only one other person that actually helped out with like part of the anthill?
No, I actually had quite a bit of help. Some actual pretty well-known names as well helped and contributed, and everything was my vision, placement. I created all the flowers. A couple of them were created by Chunky Shark, who's another very talented builder. He did the anthill. Again, it was me telling him, what I wanted, but he executed it for me. Did a fabulous job. I had Mini God come in, and he made one of the butterflies and the fish and a few of the other little small details. I had MZ, who's really well known. MZ255 came in and did the bunny with me, and she did the snake. She did several things for me. She helped out tremendously, and I couldn't have done it without her. So I had just a bunch of people: Mighty Ripples, Mr. Chunk Rock, Anderfell, several well-known names in the Minecraft community. So it's been a lot of fun, but I did have a tremendous amount of support and help.
Awesome.
I have to give them props.
Well, one thing I can do is I'll put this video up, and I always love to give people credit when I come across things like this. Not just with Minecraft, like I do a lot of indie games too, and I always like to give credit as much as I can. So I guess once we get this all done and over with, we'll see about getting a full list of everyone that helped. But you know, it was Melmo's vision. This was her thing, and she put you know, a ridiculous amount of time and effort into it. So we'll move on over to the bird bath. And I know the secret of the bird bath, but I'm not going to show any of you. You'll have to just figure that out on your own. So nice job with it. Really love this. Great use of glowstone, water, stone, pretty much everything. And then you have like the nice spiral lighting there, which looks really cool at night. And then you also have like the nice decorative, you know, curves and whatnot of the bird bath itself. It wasn't just a straight up, hey, let's stack some stone on top of each other and call it a day. You know, a lot of attention to detail was put into here. I don't know if this tree has any secrets over here, but I did want to come over here and take a look just so you can see this corner of the map. So we'll head back over, and there is one other thing I wanted to mention before we head underground. Isn't the sections of the map like color-coded by the flowers?
That's correct. If you'll notice, when you're up doing aerial and you look down, you might see that one area has a lot of red, another has a lot of pink, another has a lot of orange, and then the other section is purple.
And that just goes into play with just a great map design, because that's something that a lot of people probably wouldn't even it's something that they would know in their subconscious but wouldn't actually register it. And what's really awesome about that is it helps you determine what section of the map you're on, and it lets you know if you're going somewhere different or if you've been there before for people who are new to the map, which is really awesome. I'm kind of doing a little aerial run through right now. As you can see, you got the pink ones over there, you got orange over here, there were purple over here, and then red over here. Again, something that that's not really something that most people pick up on and would add into the map. That's just great level design when it comes to that. So now we're going to go ahead and dive down into the anthill. So
Dun, dun.
Yes, dun dun dun. It's all nice and dark and scary. But I actually didn't make it in here myself when I was playing Hunger Games. Granted, I plan on playing a lot more Hunger Games on this map, as well as other things that Melmo will be creating. But yeah, I kind of died, so I never made it down here. As you can see, you get this nice cavernous area, which is home to the ants. You see there, these totally aren't dragon eggs. These are ant eggs, you know, and larvae around the I'm lost. I have no idea where I'm at.
Over here.
Okay. Melmo will save the day. I'm kind of doing a run through. There are a couple of different ways to get in here. And I imagine that there are some pretty nice treasure chests hidden around. But again,
oh, yeah,
without me actually being down there, I've yet to see them. So, alright. This is the way out?
Queen. Here.
Oh, did I miss the queen?
Yeah, she's right there.
Oh, sorry. I'm stupid. I'll probably have to crank up the brightness on my TV. My TV is very dark right now, so I actually am not seeing the creation right here. That is actually right here because I was looking in the wrong direction. Again, not very good at this game. I'm really stupid. So, you got the queen ant right here. That was right in front of my face. I was running around underneath her, and I'm an idiot. But moving right along. We'll just cut all that out of the video. Well, that never happened.
Okay.
Yeah, I was literally, there's a mound of whatever I'm running into right now is what I was looking at. So, okay. Any other secrets you want to show them for what's in here?
Nope.
Alright. You guys are just gonna have to figure it out yourselves. Remember, you can't play it unless you go and watch that other video. If you don't watch the video, it's not gonna be available for download, and then you'll never get to play it, and it'll be your fault. You hold on to that.
We'll just go out a different way than what we went in.
Indeed.
There's 2 ways.
See, I probably shouldn't come down here at all, because if I did, no one would even have to kill me. I would die of starvation. Like, I would just be running around in circles down there, trying to figure out how to get out. So, okay. So, that is all of the stuff that I really know about. I left out some of the secrets I found out myself, obviously, because I want you guys to have something to look forward to, you know, secrety-wise, you know, when you guys are playing it yourself. But is there anything else specifically that you would like to have me point out to everyone, Melmo?
You know, I think, Schwartz, you have done a great job. Like you said, there are some secrets that you've left out, but we want to leave those there so that people can come in and have fun trying to figure out you know, the small things that we left out. You know, there might be some hidden tunnels or something. You never know.
Yep, she was really cool about adding in nice little secrets that give you some pretty nice payoff. So that is a tour of Melmo Loves You. That is, and we're hashtag Melmomaps. And we're gonna start a trend here. It's a thing now. So Melmo is actually working on some more maps already, and she actually has some other maps that I've been on, like some cities and stuff that would just blow you away. Maybe one day I'll be able to get around to you know, when she's not sitting here making freaking masterpieces like this. I'll get around to seeing some of the other ones, but in the meantime, I'm going to be playing Hunger Games when available. I know a lot of people hit her up to play on this map right now, since you can't download it yet. But that is the tour of this map. Make sure to give a big ol' thanks to Melmo here for taking the time to let me run around her map and babble on to you guys.
Thanks to everybody for stopping by.
So, I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely be looking forward to more of Melmo's maps. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!
Hey, whoa! Hey, get back here! No, bitch! I'm gonna hit you with Thor's hammer, bitch! I wonder if there's a... What happened?